When the X-T50 was announced, the most controversial thing about it is the film simulation dial. A lot of longtime Fuji users think it's a gimmick and it's completely useless. And they're not wrong, but we'll dive into why that is in a bit. But this camera really isn't made for longtime users. Not that they can or they shouldn't use it, but I think Fuji really designed it with new users in mind, specifically for people who aren't as camera savvy, right? Think of spouse, kids, moms, dad. If you had to be tech support for your family, you would understand how convenient this film simulation dial is. They don't have to dig through the clunky menu system for it. It just gives them that look that the users want, right? Casual users aren't going to care about setting their highlights to -2 or shadows to +2, enabling color chrome effect clarity, blah, 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 blah. We do, but let's be real here. They don't. The moment that they take the X-T50 out of the box, they are ready to shoot with it. They're ready to have fun with it. And personally, I really love this analog feel of just twisting and going through the different film looks. And if I see something I like, I just snap the shot. I love the little UI animation that pops up every time you twist, and it shows you the little film stock icons too, which I think is a very nice touch. And what's nice is that you can press Q and it gives you some information about what the different film simulations are good for. So maybe after some time, the once new users are now accustomed to the camera. They're more comfortable with it. They're now willing to explore the world of custom film simulations that they can find on the internet. And guess what? They don't have to go out to buy a whole other camera, right? They can now go through that same clunky menu system and start messing with it. This camera and this film dial right here is such an excellent gateway Fuji camera for new and casual users. Now, unfortunately for me, the novelty of this dial is beginning to quickly wear off. But I understand that it's because I don't fit that market that it's intended for. And that's okay. I still enjoy the X-T50 as a compact interchangeable lens Fuji camera. But yes, this dial right here is as every bit as bad as the snobs are saying if you're a more experienced user or a longtime Fuji user. The dial was a great start, but the support for it is very lackluster. Each of these options here on the dial are not their own profile, so whatever settings you have in the menu gets applied to all of these film stocks right here. Not quite the end of the world, because that's always how it's been if you ever done it through the menu itself. That's why people set their own custom film profiles. But here's the kicker. If you do the traditional custom profiles and you set a specific film stock for it, you need to make sure that dial right here is set to C or whatever film stock that the recipe calls for, or else this dial here will override the specific film stock that you set in the custom profile. So if you're purely shooting customized film simulations, then yes, this dial right here is useless. Maybe it would have been better if it was unmarked or marked from C1 to 12 that are shortcuts that call for the customized recipes that we set. And then Fuji can keep that fun UI so whenever you rotate, you can see what film stock that you're activating. But at the end of the day, the film dial is not for experienced users, nor is it for longtime Fuji users. So in that sense, it is working as intended, and it's going to be a lot of fun for casual users. So go out and take some photos. See ya.